I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So for the last few years, it's been this rivalry brewing between LSU and Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark in Iowa. And at this point, things are just completely going off the rails. All right, so it's like 1 in the morning right now, so I can't yell. I just got back from the gym. But I saw this tweet when I was at work, and I just needed to talk about this real quick. Let's just get straight to it, right? So at 10:42, Angel Reese got on Twitter after her team Chicago Sky just beat the New York Liberty. And she got on Twitter and she said, and that's on getting a win in a packed arena, not just because of one player on our charter flight. Hashtag Skytown with the little kissy face. It's been a big thing in the WNBA with people saying jealousy. People are trying to make this thing a race war. It's just been a lot going on in the WNBA. It's been a lot of conversations around this women's league with all these talented players getting the most attention that they've ever gotten over the last few years. And what is this all about? Everything but the quality of the game. Everything but basketball is what we're talking about. We got older players that's hating on Caitlin. We got people on Twitter that don't even care about basketball, that don't even really like Angel Reese. They're hating on Caitlin. And then you got people on Caitlin's side who's just trying to baby her. Let's just start with facts, right? So a lot of people are upset because Caitlin Clark is getting all this shine. They're saying that she's the reason why, players are getting charter flights. They're the reason why they're about to get paid more. They're getting all this attention. Ticket sales is through the roof. People are saying this is all because of Caitlin Clark. Now, from a literal perspective, no, that's not true. So the WNBA over the last few years, they have been going up slowly in terms of profit, in terms of viewership. But at the end of the day, let's just call a spade a spade. Caitlin Clark, whether you like it or not, she's the reason why this wave of attention, she's the leader. Not the only reason, but she's the leader of this wave of new viewers and casual fans coming to watch the game. Whether you like her or not, it is what it is. That's just a fact. I mean, we saw her merchandise on the WNBA draft. I think her jerseys and t-shirts and stuff sold out, I think in like 5 minutes or something like that. We had the Indiana Fever months before the draft even happened was already putting Caitlin Clark on their tickets and stuff like that, saying we're getting Caitlin, and I think they sold out their season tickets just like that. You got teams playing Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever having to move their stadiums, and we're going to get to the other players too, moving stadiums and arenas to get to bigger, more seats in their games because of Caitlin. Caitlin Clark, when she gets her shoes, whenever those come out, if Caitlin Clark has a decent rookie year, by the time her shoes come out, they're going to sell out like that. Multiple things can be true. Caitlin Clark is a big driving force behind this, but I feel like right now with the WNBA, it's a perfect storm. But you have Caitlin Clark, who's like the it child. Everybody know who she is. She also has a bunch of people behind her who also just happens to be really talented. I mean, you got Angel Reese, like I said, who's been a absolute dog. Her personality might not be for everyone, but at the end of the day, she's a great player. She's a dog. She's extremely marketable, especially in the black community. People, black and white, whatever they are. A lot of people know who Angel Reese is when they think of Caitlin Clark and they think of her rival. They think Angel Reese, and she so far has been playing really good in her few games. But you got Cameron Brink, you got Camila Cardoso, you got Paige coming out of UConn next year, Juju, so forth and so forth. It's just a wave of talent coming into the WNBA right now. And my thing is for players, right, that's already in the league. We've seen this stuff before in other aspects. Somebody can be working their ass off, they can be putting in work, they can be the best at what they do, but they don't get that attention. And then when somebody else comes along, they look at that person and they be like, well, why don't I get that attention? Why don't those people care about me? That's just a part of life. I remember back in the day, I was watching Maya Moore, Candace Parker, Brittany Griner back when they was in college, and obviously like Tarasi. You got just a bunch of players in the WNBA that are really good, and for some reason, they just don't bring the eyes of the casual viewer. Caitlin can do that. Granted, I can't tell everyone how they're supposed to feel, but if that was me, I would be happy for somebody like Caitlin. I'm not saying I'm gonna go easy on Caitlin. If you're bringing all these eyes onto the sport, I want to show these new fans why you should have been paying attention to me in the first place. And it's just like, you have people today, and sports conversations are so terrible. I mean, everything about sports debates is annoying. Everything is going to the extreme. We had so much positivity going into this year. So, women are getting the same attention as men. Men are excited to watch women. Like that women's college tournament was so exciting. I didn't watch a single game of the men's college tournament because the women was so good. And I hate men's college basketball. I haven't been a fan of that for years. But we've had all this positivity, all this positive energy going into the WNBA, and what are we doing? We trying to go right back to where we was. We trying to tear everybody down. So what if Caitlin Clark is bringing all this attention instead of you being thankful, and I'm not saying you got to get on your knees and you got to bless her and this, that, and third, but you are getting an opportunity to show a whole new wide range of audiences why they should be a fan of you. Now, they got expansion teams coming. They got the one in Golden State. I think I just saw one today that Toronto, I believe, is getting a new team. You have so much going on in the WNBA, and we're worried about this stupid made-up race war because people can't talk about just the product of the game. Like, they're trying to force this whole, like, I was too young when I was born in 1994, so I was too young for all this, but I remember hearing stories about Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. You got the brother from Michigan State versus the great white hope and Larry, and I feel like that's what they're trying to do right now, and this is all just stupid to me. Like, bro, I'm so sick and tired of this race angle from everyone on both sides. You got white people who look at Angel Reese like they do with all black people. You say anything, you look a certain way, you carry yourself a certain way, they're gonna call you a thug, they're gonna call you everything under the sun except for the N-word because they're not racist. They're just calling her a thug just because. And then with Caitlin Clark, you got people who are looking at her like she's this just white hope and like she's only getting by on the color of her skin, which is completely false. If you think Caitlin Clark is getting all this attention just because she's a white woman, you're stupid. All right, I don't like calling people stupid because I don't think I'm the smartest guy in the world, but you're stupid. Okay, Caitlin Clark broke all those records when she was in college. She plays an exciting style of game. She's getting compared to Steph Curry. She's shooting from the parking lot, and people are gonna say, "Oh, well, yeah, she made that half-court shot, but she only made it because she's white." Like, shut up. As a black man in America, I'm old enough to know how this works, right? Caitlin Clark is a good player. Facts. No one can deny that. You cannot take anything, and you cannot take any accomplishments of her away from her. She is a good player. Does the fact that she's white help her? 1000%. But at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care at all. Caitlin Clark is definitely getting more eyes and more fans and merchandise because she's a white woman. That is a fact. I'm not saying that necessarily as a negative point. That's just a fact. All right, white people in America, they are the majority. That's just common mathematics. White people love to see white people do great things. All right, as a hip hop fan, you could compare this back to Eminem. You have some people, once again, I was too young. I was born in '94. I'm a big fan of Eminem. You have people who say while hip hop was going up at a time back in the day, like in the late 90s and stuff like that, once Eminem came into the game and commercialized it and brought rap to white people across the country, rap music for everyone started to skyrocket. All right, that's kind of what we're seeing for Caitlin Clark right now. And the thing that sucks about this, Caitlin Clark is getting dragged into all this stuff with the media and players and stuff like that. She hasn't said a word. At least to my knowledge. Caitlin Clark has just wanted to hoop. She just wanted to go out there, sign autographs for the kids. I hate when people do the little heart thing, but she be doing that at every game. Like, all she wants to do is hoop, get better, and lay low. And now you got people in the media just talking about her, whether on either side, whether you're supporting her or you're against her. The conversations around her have been ridiculous. It's some people who are saying that she's being fouled too hard and that they should help her be successful, which I don't agree with that at all. We're not going to sit here and we're not going to baby Caitlin Clark. Like, I remember I was a big Lonzo Ball fan when he came out of college a few years ago. The target that his dad put on his back was huge. And I remember, I think it was his first NBA game, they played somebody, whatever multiple teams Patrick Beverly was on. But Patrick Beverly, I think on like the first play of the game, basically knocked him down on his butt. Welcome to the NBA, kid. Get up, let's go. If you honestly think that they should baby Caitlin Clark, and if I'm somebody like Taurasi or Ionescu, I should just let Caitlin Clark blow right by me just because she can help the WNBA, hell no. Her making this game bigger is better for everyone. Everyone can benefit. Everyone is going to get charter flights. Everyone, I think their television deal is coming up soon. I think either next year or ending this year or something like that. If they sign a bigger deal for TV rights, guess what, players? You're going to get more money. I just hate the conversation because I just want to see women hoop. That's it, bro. But people in sports talks today, man, they be talking about everything that's irrelevant. They be talking about, like, when people be talking about the NBA, they be talking about dudes' auras and stuff like that. It's like, bro, you want to have sex with Jason Tatum or something like that? You want to have sex with SGA talking about his aura? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all? Caitlin Clark is a really good player. She has a lot to learn. She has a lot to get used to. Give her time. Let her work. Same thing with Angel Reese. Angel Reese so far has been a good player. She still has a lot of growing to do. They both can be great. They both can be successful. I know that sounds crazy. What? You telling me Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were both good? Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen are both good? What? It's crazy, right? Let them hoop. All right, people are trying to make this thing into a race war, and it's so frustrating. Y'all want women to get this attention, and then when they get this attention, y'all turn it into everything but the actual game. We not talking about the game. We talked about some goddamn race war. Let's just watch the product. Shout out to Angel Reese. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to Cardoso, Cameron Brink. Shout out to everybody. All right, just go out there, go hoop, get your money up. Get your private flights. On that next TV deal, you're gonna get even more money. You're gonna get more shoes rolling out. You're gonna get more merch rolling out. Let's go. Y'all crying over this stuff, this stupid stuff, bro. Y'all talking about Caitlin Clark and pretty privilege and white privilege and this, that, and the third. Let's just all relax. Let's just get back to the game. All right. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new here. I just wanted to talk real quick. Let's hit late as hell. I hope I ain't waking my neighbors up. Like I said, my shirt tight as hell, but I just got back from the gym. My fault. Big muscles, looking like Johnny Bravo. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Is this a race war? What side are you on? No, I'm just playing. But what's your opinion on all this? All right. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and all these other players, they could be really good. They can all exist at the same time. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Love you guys. Tell someone you love them. Until next time, see you in the next life.